So, what's going on, YouTube? I don't know what to really say because I don't really do videos like this. But I wanted to tell this encounter that I had, and maybe I'll start doing more videos of me talking in front of a camera. Who knows? I don't know. But before I start the story, I have to do a little backstory. Just like really quick. Last October, I lost my grandfather, and he plays a major part in this encounter. His brain was bleeding, so he died in his sleep, which I think that's a better way to go. You know, that way you won't feel nothing, I guess, when you're awake. Just it's just an easier way to deal with death. I say about a month and a half ago, I had a dream, and it was like one of those dreams where you keep waking up, but you're still in the dream. It was a feeling that I was dead in a way. It felt really, really like death, but it wasn't a bad feeling. It just felt like I need to get back to my body. But I felt like I was already passed. And so it was in my grandfather's house, his the house that I grew up in. And I walked outside and you hear nothing but like this music and the rain, like raindrops, but it's not like raindrops. It's like, you know how like it's still kind of wet outside. It just got done raining, and like the water, you hear the drops like just drop here and there. But it was so calm and peaceful. It was like no one was around. It's like it's life there, but it's not. Like you don't hear cars, you don't hear factories, you don't hear planes, you don't hear birds. It's just calm, peaceful, and I start like trying to like get back to my body because I felt like I was dead, and so I end up starting to fly, and I'm like, okay, I know which way to go to get back home. Where I stay, I'm in Arkansas, and so I stay in Little Rock, but my hometown is like 40 minutes away, you know, and I'm like, okay, I gotta fly back to my body to get back to my body, but for some reason I couldn't leave the area, and so I accepted like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to go back into the house. Well, while I was going back to the house, I saw these kids. I was like, hey, you know, do you know who stays here in the house? And they said our grandfather stays there. And I'm looking like, well, I don't recognize y'all. Like this is my grandfather's house. I didn't say it, but I'm just looking at them a certain way. And then I wake up, you know, and I'm just like, okay, what a crazy dream, you know. A month ago, I have another dream, and it's at the house again, my grandfather's house. But this time, I'm pulling in to the driveway, and it's some people there that it's family there, but it's also people there I never met. And so I go in, say hey to everyone, and then I'm coming back outside where my grandfather he pulls in. And so he asked this question that it kind of like sparked something, but I didn't really catch on. But he was saying, did you guys help the man I told you to help? And I'm looking like, oh, well, no, you know. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's like he's dead, and we know he's dead, if that makes sense. And he was angry with us for a second, and he said, "I want y'all to circle around." And so this lady, she comes out, and she's preaching, and she's talking about how God is coming back, and we need to be ready for his return, and just preaching and saying things that I'm catching on to, but I'm just like, is this really about to happen? Like now, is it really about to happen? Because it's been talking history that even in their time they thought Jesus was coming back, but I also think about you know we don't know. We don't know the hour, the day, the time. We don't know. So, I'm taking that as I need to get my life in order. But she was preaching, and I was starting to feel good, like worshiping. And so I just fell to my knees and I was just like, well, God is coming back. That's great news. Then I hear this voice come from the sky, but it's more like inside of me. It's not even, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's not through my ears or anything. It's like a voice speaking through me. Like you can, it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's not, you can hear it, but it's like inside of you. But it's not inside of you. It's like through you. I don't know how to really explain that. But everyone got like shocked. Like everybody eyes just was bucked, and it was a calm, thunderous voice. And when I say thunderous, it you know how thunder sound in the sky, but it wasn't like loud. It was calm. And so I'm I'm I can't even, I'm face down to the ground on my knees, and I can't even look up. It's like my body is the only thing I could do is just sit there and listen. And I wrote it in my notes of, some of the things that he had said. The presence of the presence that I felt, it just wasn't a regular presence. It was like a presence that this is it. Like, I want to stay here. I don't want to go back. Like, I did not want to come back. He told me that if you want the answer, seek first the kingdom of heaven. And I'm just like, finally, like, I'm getting some type of answer, because I've been talking to God and praying about certain things in my life that I want to change. Hearing him say that, it just sparked something in me. It's just like, is this really God? Like, and I know it is, but it's like I'm finally hearing him talk to me. And he started talking in, like, not metaphors, but just how Jesus talked. I'm going to just read off what he was saying. He said, I hope your heart is burning for me. Pray before you die. I love you. And all I can do is sit there, and because I was crying, tears was like just running down. But I finally was able to look up. And when I look up, it's like gray clouds, like circling. Like, it's like, I'm not a portal, but it's just like clouds, gray clouds circling in this one spot. And so everyone gets up, And I don't know what he told everyone else, but that's something that I felt that he was telling me. And everyone gets up and they go inside the house, but it's like going inside the house is going back to your body in some way. And so the lady, I'm seeing now she was an angel, and she said, "Are you okay?" With a smile, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good." And so I wake up and I'm like, "Yo, I was started writing all this down and just crying and being happy and fulfilled and actually okay, I have some direction. I have a direction I need to go in if I want to get the answers that I seek, you know. So today is what? Today is Wednesday, right? September the 3rd. All right. So Saturday, which was a couple of days ago, I have another dream. And this one was definitely different. Somehow I ended up at my grandfather's house again, and it was this tree, but I'm like in the tree, not inside the tree, but like how you climb a tree as a kid. I'm like in the tree. So my grandfather comes out and he's saying, "I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna move out." And so I'm like, okay, what is he talking about? Grandfather, this is your house. And he was like, yeah, but my yard ain't clean. And when my grandfather was alive, he always talked about his yard being cut and stuff like that. But he was just saying the yard is not cut. And I'm looking at the yard and I'm like, nothing is wrong with it. But I guess that was just him. And so I'm trying to hug him, and he's like being hesitant in a way. And he keeps like talking about the yard and he moves on. I'm like, grandfather, you know, we miss you. I feel lost. And so he looks at me and he has like tears in his eyes and he just says, come up to me, put his arms on my shoulders and say, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. I ended up just like, okay. I look up, it's this cloud, beautiful. And like the cloud has a sun. The sky is like perfect blue. Like the sky that looks blue to like in this time compared to the sky that I seen, it's like a colorful sky, but it's blue. I don't know how to. The saturation is like perfect. I look up and I say, is that heaven? And he says, yes. And so I asked, so you've you've seen God? And he smiled at me and said, yes, I have. I'm just in awe again on the like across the sky. It's like another cloud and it forms like a cannon and shoots something out. It hits the ground. But I can't see it. But my grandfather can, and he walks up and he has his hand out like he's shaking someone's hand, and he's starting to talk to someone. I can't see nothing. It's like invisible. But the closer I got and kind of just seeing him talk to this person, the the body began to appear. It's like how you see water when you're in the pool and you look at the pool, the floor of the pool, and how it has like those like abstract. It's like that, but shinier. And the body like appears, and it's a woman. I can tell she's an angel, but her face began to morph. Her head got like big, and her eyes were like sunken holes. I grabbed my grandfather. I'm like, yo, like, I don't think this is an angel. I think we need to run. We're running. we're like running from this because we thought it was an angel, but clearly it's not anymore. My grandfather had like this dog cage in the back of his house. It's like a fence, but it's like a long fence. And he kept his dogs in there. But we ran into there thinking we could keep her out. And she sends like a spirit dog comes out of her hand. It comes for us. It pushes me out the way, but goes to my grandfather and it kills my grandfather. I'm furious. I'm angry. I'm mad at the angel, and she just sits down and her face goes back to normal. I grab like a knife or something, a tool that was like close by. I'm like, how could you do that? How could you kill my grandfather? I hate you. I was so angry. I'm crying, but I'm angry. She's smiling, but not a sinister smile. It's more of like, I'm sorry, but I had to do that for the next thing to happen. And so I yell so loud, I hear thunder just boom, like right behind me. It's a blue light. And I didn't turn around. I couldn't turn around. I couldn't move anymore. I can only see my silhouette. It was him again. And he says, those who come before me shall bow. My soul just instantly went to the ground. But I could still see my silhouette in the blue light that's shining behind me. He says to me, I want you to know who I am when you see me, my handsome son. Don't be afraid of those who can kill your body. They cannot touch your soul. He's talking in, metaphors again, like verses that's in the Bible. And he said, don't get weary. And he started to say more, but my body, it's like my body couldn't take it. I don't know what it is. Like the presence of him, I couldn't take it. So like my soul went back into my body, or I just woke up. I'm thinking like, why does any of this matter in this life? And it's not like why, but it's almost as if none of this matters, but it does. Don't get me wrong, life definitely does matter, but all my worries, everything that I've been through, everything that I wanted in this life, still to this day, it didn't matter. Like in that short period of time of being in his presence, I wanted to stay there. Again, I didn't care nothing about this place. I forgot all about Earth. Forgot all about it. And I'm just like, yo, like why can't I stay here? Like at that point, but I know I have more to do in this life, and he has a purpose for me, and I want to do his will. So I get up and I'm looking up in the Bible, don't, get weary, and it goes to Galatians 6, verse 9, and this is King James Version, and it says, and let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. I read that and I was just astounded about, what my life has been going lately, and how things kind of like just life just be life, and like people say. But to get words and verses and revelations from him, because it's I it's only God. I can't describe it, if that makes sense. And it's not from my understanding, as I know, but I know that it's like a feeling of I've been around this presence before. Like I'm home. But, to just hear him talk and talk through me again, it was like, yo, I need to really focus on getting closer to him. And the reason why I'm making this video is to not only spread, tell y'all about God, but it's more of telling you that whatever you're going through and whatever that you feel that you can't do, or you're struggling with life, if you hand it off to God, if you surrender it to God, he will take care of it. And that's just, I think that's why he pushed me to make this video. I don't know. I don't know why I really made this video, but I just wanted to tell that story. And it's not even a story, it's just an encounter. I just wanted to tell that to let people know that God is real and he hears you. And if you surrender your life to him and seek the kingdom of heaven, he will show you the way, give you the answers. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. I think I feel now in my heart that I got that off my chest, and I feel like my job with that is done. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, but keep God first and don't give up, and just keep going with this life, because it's not forever. But if you're growing closer to God each day, then that's enough, you know. But yeah, I guess that's it. Till next time.